this is TJ again with Robinhood Coins, and for this video I'm really excited to hunt 2,500 $1 bills, looking for fancy serial numbers, star notes, and web notes. As with all my videos, I'll give away at least one of the finds from this video. In order to enter the random drawing, all you have to do is comment below letting me know that you want to enter, and after 25 people have commented, I'll choose a winner at random and get the find shipped out. In order to keep the video from being too long, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off as I search each strap, but then as I find some star notes or anything really good, I'll turn the camera back on and show you, and then we'll do a wrap-up of the best stuff at the very end. With that, let's get into the hunt. So I finished searching the first 500 bills, and I wanted to show you what I found. The first three I'm not going to keep, but I wanted to show you anyway. This one, I just wanted to show you because it had the 4 7s. Let me know if I should have kept that. I know they're not in a row, and I know that even 4 of a kind may not be that rare, but thought it was interesting. This one was interesting because it was 6 4 6 5 and then 4 3 4 5. It would be better if it was 4 4 4 5, and then if it was all 60s or all 40s with the elevating number on the second digit, but still a little interesting. And then this one, I really wish that 7, the second to last number was a 9, 0 9 3 9 6 9, and if it was a 9 9, and then so it was going up by 3s, that would have been really cool. So I probably won't keep those. Comment below if you think I should have. Next, I had some that had 4 in a rows, and so 4 1s, 4 5s. I'll probably be giving that to Rob from Rob Finds Treasure because I know he likes 5s, and then 4 2s. Let me know, are these collectible 4 in a rows? And speaking of that, I mean, what about 3 in a rows? I have a ton of those. I won't go through all of them. So these are probably the best condition ones and the ones I liked. Where it starts with the 3 0s, 3 6s, 3 7s, even 0 and then 3 7s is better than it being in the middle. The ending is okay too with the 3 5s, but then there's like 3 zeros in the middle, 3 2s, 3 9s. So the 3 of a kinds, should I be keeping those? I mean, there's even more right here. So just a bunch of them. So they're really not that rare. Out of 500 bills, I got probably 20 right there. But let me know if you think that those are collectible or somewhat collectible. Then I have this 1999. I'm going to go ahead and keep everything before 2000. I first started saving them or setting them aside just to check if they're web notes. But this one is not, because it doesn't have the plate number up there. And then this one is a 2006. And the reason I kept this is because it is near mint condition. Just don't find them in that condition from 2006 very often. So figured I'd go ahead and save it. Then I had my first $1 star note. See right there? Someone went ahead and made this a star note. Just kidding. I did find this, but obviously that's not a star note. It does have 4 1s in it though. But here are my actual star notes from that stack. This one right here and that one right there. Both 2013s. For the wrap up, I'll go ahead and look them up online and see how rare they are. Well, that's it for the first 500. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the next 500 and loop you back in as I find some good stuff. I finished the second stack of 500 $1 bills, and here are the finds from that search. So this one is the star note, the only star note that I found out of that stack. Not a very special serial number, but it is a star note and it's in decent condition. I find a lot of the bills with 3 numbers in a row. So please let me know in the comments, are those collectible? Should I be saving those, or would anyone like those? Or should I just send them back? So my favorite of the 3 in a rows is this one, which has 2 3 in a rows in it, 666 and the 444. And so I'll probably keep that one. This one I thought was cool because it was a low serial number total. I mean, 63,000 with the leading zeros. And then you had 555 to start, 666. I come across 666 a lot. I'm not really big on that number, but I do come across it a lot. And then leading with the 8s. This one pretty much leads with the 9s, considering the first digit is a 0. And then ending in the 3s. And then ending in the 3s. So those are probably my favorite of the 3 in a rows. And then I'll just quickly go through the others. Now these are all more in the middle and not ending or beginning. But you have the 4s, again with the 6s, 0s in the middle, and then ending in 3, but it's pretty worn bill. This one was actually pretty cool. I contemplated keeping this one just because it was ending in the 0s and 7,000. But yeah, comment below. Let me know if those 3 in a rows are anything worth keeping. So here are some interesting finds, some really close calls and some kind of cool bills. I like this one because if you notice, it's 565 and the back is 868 with the 99 in the middle. So it just kind of had a little bit of a pattern, and I just thought it was kind of cool. Then this one I kept because it ended, I don't know if I'm going to keep it overall, but I wanted to show it because it had 7919, 3929. So every second digit was a 9. So that was interesting. And then this one, each of the second digits of the first 4 and the second 4 are the same. So 0919, 6292, a little bit of a pattern there. I'm not going to keep that one. The next couple are some interesting ones. 1461 and 1460, almost a repeater, but just one digit off. But it's, even though it's not a repeater, it's still in a row. So 1461, 1460, and then down 1459, 1458. But so I just thought that was pretty interesting. And this was very similar, 1502 then to 1402. So the next one, 8344, 3244, is a little bit of a pattern there, but I'm not going to keep that one. What do you guys think about this one? 3443, 5115. So it's basically, if you break it into 4s, it's two different patterns. I come across these more often than radars or repeaters, which is why I'm asking. But I usually don't save them just because they're not like a, I guess, quote unquote, true fancy serial number. I mean, unless someone particularly likes that number, but let me know what you think in the comments below. This one could have been a repeater if the 0 and the 9 either were the same, either 2 zeros or 2 9s. And then this one could have been a radar if the second one, sorry, the first digit and the last digit, if they were both 1s or both 8s. If it would have been 1148, 8411, or 8148, 8418. Sorry. But it could have been a radar. And that would have been my first radar, but missed it. And then finally, these ones I'm going to keep because they're just older. 1995, nothing special, but in good condition. Another 95, nothing special with the serial number, but and pretty worn, but I'll keep it anyway. Worn 1999, and then a really good 1999, pretty crisp. And one of my favorites of the stack, 1969D, in great condition. I mean, right here, there's a little bit of almost like someone had a dirty hand and touched it, but as far as being crisp and pretty much uncirculated, it's in really good condition. So that's a good one. This is a 1999 and a little bit of a pattern there in the serial number, but really just keeping it because of the age. And then probably the second oldest of the stack, which is a 1993. And I did check all of the pre-2000s for web notes and none of them are web notes. Always keeping my eye out for that. Can't wait to find one of those. And with 3 more stacks of $500, $1,500 bills, hopefully we do come across a web note, or maybe in the next video. But we're gonna jump into the next 500 bills, and then we'll show you what we find. I finished searching the 3rd stack of 500 ones, and I wanted to show you what I found. The best 2 finds were these 2 star notes. We got the 777s and a star note, which is probably the best, and then the other star note, which is not a very significant serial number, but a star note nonetheless. Then I had this 2001, which I saved because I just don't have very many 2001s. I haven't seen any. So I wanted to check the print run on that and see if it was a small print run. But plus 3003, 5337, not a bad serial number. It's a pretty worn bill, so I may not keep it long. I had a total of 22 bills with 3 of the same number in a row in the serial number. These are probably the best condition ones. I probably will keep at least for a little bit. You got the 444, 666, leading 555, plus 96, 36 at the end. And then again, 777s. On another video, I had 777s in a $2 bill that I was giving away, or am giving away. It still hasn't, haven't had a total of 25 comments yet, but people like that 777s, so I'll probably keep that for a little bit. Here's all the others. It's a big stack. Comment below if I should be keeping the 3 in a rows. I get a lot of them. I mean, we'll probably have a total of almost 100 when searching 2,500 bills. So, I don't know. Do you keep them when you find them? Then I had these. I definitely keep 4 in a row, mainly because it's only $1 denomination, so it's not like a $20 or $50 bill you're holding on to. But I might get rid of the bottom one. As you see, it has a little ink mark right there. But leading 4 3s and 1109, and then the 4 8s, I thought those were pretty cool. I'd really like to get 5 or 6 or 7 in a row. But then I had some trinaries, which is kind of cool. I mean, not the best trinaries. I really wish it was like 4 in a row and then maybe a break and then another 4 in a row or something. But these are pretty broken apart. But still trinaries, and that one only had 1, 2. If that one just was an 8 or a 1, it would have been a binary. So I had a total of those 4 trinaries. And then I had a bunch that were kind of close calls that I wanted to share. I mean, can you even count that as a date bill? August 4th. I know it's a backwards. If it was 08, it would definitely be. But 1952, I probably won't keep it. Just wanted to show you. 7889. If this was 9887, it would have been a radar. So close. And then this was just kind of an interesting bill, right? 213 55 212. So kind of the 213 and the 212 counting down. But again, if that 3 had been a 2, it would have been, or if the 2 had been a 3, it would have been a radar, which would have been nice. And then again, it could have had a repeater, 7597, 7594, if that just was a 97 at the end. So real close. This I wanted to share just because every 2 digits all started with 7. 72, 74, 73, 73, as you can see, but probably won't keep it. Just wanted to get your guys' thoughts if that was an interesting bill or not. This one I saved just because it had 5 5s in the serial number. I know it's not 5 in a row, which I would have preferred, or even 4 in a row with another one separately. But I don't know, 5 5s, I might keep it. This one, I don't know if anyone's gonna go crazy over the 5150, but I figured I'd share that. So that's it for the 3rd stack of 500 ones. I'm gonna crack into the 4th stack and share the finds with you. So I'm done searching through the fourth stack of 500 $1 bills, and we had some good finds, but unfortunately that stack was a lot more beat up as far as condition goes than the first three stacks. But anyway, let's go through the finds. First, we'll start off with the close calls. And so here's what we have here: 71, 36, 63, 19, or if that 9 or the 7, if both of those would have been the same, this would have been a full radar, which would have been my first full complete radar. And then here we have 0784 43, or sorry, 0784 4370. So if the 8 and the 3 were the same, then that would have been another radar. Then we have 8056 5679. This one I kept just because the 80 and the 79 is kind of sequential, but it doesn't really make it any kind of special, but it just seemed like a close call. So next we have the oldest bills of the stack. I think this is probably only the second or third 2001 that I've seen, but really worn, not a special serial number, so I'm not going to keep it. Just letting you know the oldest that I found in that stack. And then this 2006, this is probably the best condition 2006 out of that stack. I'll go ahead and see if it upgrades my collection. Next we have the 4 of the same number in a row, 4 5s. It's a 2009. The 4 in a row is the back half, but it's torn, as you can see, the top right there. So I don't know, I probably won't keep it just because it's torn. And then here we have 4 1s. I just don't know if people are as crazy about 1s as they are about, say, 3s or 7s or 5s. But I might hang on to it for a while. It's only $1 just to see. Then we have the 3 in a rows, which I know from comments on a couple other videos, the 777s is people like that. So I'll probably keep the 777s as long as they're in decent condition. But and this one almost was kind of cool, right? If it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after the 7s, that might have been nice. But keep that one. And then we have 3 8s, and it's at the end, not in the middle. We have the 3 9s, and it's 1999, party like it's 1999, so that's kind of cool. And then this one was the 3 8s in the middle, 3 1s in the middle, and then these are all just bad condition, so I probably won't keep any of those. But just kind of keeping tabs, out of each 500 ones, I've pretty much got anywhere from 17 to 22, 23 of 3 in a rows. So they're pretty common, but, and so I don't know, I won't keep too many of them just because they are that common. Next here we have this one, 95, 91, 91, 99. So just the fact that it was 90, 90, 90, 90, I thought that was kind of cool. And it was pretty close to being somewhat of a repeater, but that one and then this one right here had another 4 5s in it. And so all 3 of these are trinaries. We have the 9s, 1s, and 5s, the 5s, 1s, and 0s with only 1 0. If we would have just not had that 0, it would have been a binary if it was a 5 or a 1. And then this one was, again, pretty close. All 3 of these trinaries are in pretty rough condition, though, so I don't know for sure if I'll keep them. This one was an interesting one. I mean, technically speaking, it's a date bill, July 27th, 1802. The problem is 1802. The only thing I could find just on a very quick search was a letter dated July 27th, 1802 between Thomas McLean and Thomas Jefferson. I didn't really find much else besides that for that date. But pretty crisp, brand new 2017 bill, so who knows? If I could find something special on that date, I might keep it. Here's probably the best finds of the strap, though. We have a relatively low serial number, 2013 Star Note. Not really anything special about the serial number, but I'll research it anyway to see how common or uncommon it is. Here's another Star Note. And then we actually had 2 sequential star notes. Pretty high serial number, but and these are pretty crisp, 2013. So these are pretty fresh, uncirculated. So those are the finds for the 4th strap. I'm going to crack into that 5th strap, and then we'll do a final wrap up, and I'll weed out anything that I'm really not interested in keeping, and even anything that's maybe a maybe keep, and just fine tune it to the really good stuff. And we'll just do the final wrap up instead of wrapping up the 5th and do a wrap up. Well, I'll get into it and I'll be right back. So I finished searching through the final strap of 500 $1 bills, and that brings the overall $2,500 bill search to an end. We had some really good things to add to my collection, and I feel like we have a really strong Robinhood coin giveaway. So it was a good hunt, good search. So let's jump right in. The Robinhood coin giveaway is going to be this star note with 777s, lucky 7s, 2013, and decent condition. It does have that crease down the middle. Hopefully you can see it there. And it's on the less rare side of the star notes, but still has that lucky 7, so hopefully it brings luck to whoever wins it. To enter that drawing, all you have to do is comment on the video. After we have 25 different people commented, then we'll use a random comment selector to choose the winner, and I'll get it sent out. The official rules will be down in the description below. One of my favorite finds for this overall hunt was this bill right here, 1969, really crisp, looks like it has been uncirculated. And honestly, it's probably the first 1969 that I have. So, and there wasn't even a whole lot of bills before year 2000. Out of 2,500 bills, maybe a dozen. Speaking of the ones that are a little bit older, we did have this 2006 that was in pretty good condition. Does not look like it has any creases, but not that old either, 2006. Then we had this 1993 that is very similar. Doesn't look like it has any major creases, and maybe a small crease there at the bottom. Not a very significant serial number, but still a good find. And this 1999. We had a total of 8 before 2000 that I'm going to keep, but these 3 are probably the best condition besides the 1969. We had a total of 12 star notes, all of them on the less rare side. They were all 3.2 million runs and 2013. Nothing really significant about the serial number except for the that one right here with the 777s. Then we had several, probably about 6 or 7, that have 4 in a row of a number in the serial number like this: 4 zeros, 4 5s, 4 8s. These are probably the best 3. This one's the most worn, but it's 5s, and I feel like 5s are kind of a lucky number, right up there with 3s and 7s. So those are the best out of the 4 of a kinds. We did have almost 100 3 of a kinds. This is my favorite because it has 2 3 of a kinds in it, and with the 6s and the 4s, and they're in the front and the back, which I like better than them being in the middle. And then leading with 5s. This was, I felt like that was a good one. And then 3s. And then I saved a bunch that have 3 7s. This one has it in the beginning, and it's a pretty good condition. Then we ended up with several trinaries, but unfortunately all of the trinaries are really worn. This is a 2006 with 1s, 6s, and 5s, but again, super, super worn. 5s, 1s, and a 0. I wish that 0 wasn't there because I still have yet to find a binary. This one's 2009, so a little bit older. 1s, 5s, and 4s from 2009. 1, 5s, and 9s, but from 2013. 5 3s and 7s. And 1 4 and 8. Oh, and then 1 3 and 5. So some decent ones, but all of them are pretty worn, even the 2013s. Last but not least, we have 2 date bills. This one's a genuine date bill, July 27th, 1802. I'm going to do some research and see if I can't find more that happened in that date, on that date, and see if that turns out to be significant. I'll keep it just because it's my first true date bill out of all the 2s and all the 1s that I've searched. So I'll keep that one. Here's kind of a reverse date bill. I don't think I'm going to keep it, but I just wanted to show you. September, it's backwards. So September 30th and then 1496. So I'll look up the date. I doubt there's going to be anything on that specific date back in 1496, but it'll be worth a try. So that was the hunt. That was the $1 bill search. And I'll try to get some more. I try real hard when I go to the bank. I ask to see if I can order 1,000 or 2,000, and I try to buy in those big numbers. That way they give me the straps wrapped from the vault or from the Fed, so that way they haven't been searched by tellers, and I feel like I'm going to have a better chance of getting some good stuff. I don't always get that, but that's what I try to do. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We have, one of the things I try to do with Robinhood coins is I try to give away one collectible find from every video. And it may not always be super rare or super expensive, but that's kind of the signature of this channel, is to try to get as much of these collectible items in the hands of collectors and out of the hands of the banks. So this is TJ signing off. Thank you.